Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest live stream. I've had a nice little getaway for a few days and now I'm back. And, good news, Chelsea won. Very, very important victory. We needed to get that. I didn't actually watch the match. I was enjoying too much time with the family, with my cousins, eating well, hanging out, swimming, hot tubs, beautiful sceneries of mountains and hills and kangaroos and wombats and so many other things. So I didn't actually get to watch the match, but I did catch some parts of the highlights. Obviously, I caught the goal. We're going to talk about the match. I'm going to see what you guys feel about the match in the live chat and make a discussion out of it. Obviously, we're going to talk about the top 5 race for the Champions League positions. Are we in it? Are we not in it? What's our outlook looking like? How did we play against Everton? Does it give us confidence moving forward in the final 4 fixtures, which will determine where we finish this season? So we're going to talk about all of this. And Nicholas Jackson as well, scoring a very, very good goal. That's the only thing that I really saw. It was a very short highlight package that I picked up, and it was a good goal, good early strike from Nicholas Jackson, and big up to him for being able to do that. Getting the match winner. So we'll talk about all of this. Before we do that, big up to each and every one of you guys that is tuned in. Tariq, good to see you, my man. Big up, and hope you enjoyed your trip. Really, really enjoyed the trip. Much needed break. Not just for me, but for the whole family. It was a lot of us that went together. It was lovely. It was lovely to get away. James, big up, my man. Won't happen because that was our last win and we were still poor and boring. Sanchez is the only reason we won that game. Wow, there you go. Let me know your review. Let me know how you saw the game so we can make a discussion about it. I mean, were we boring? Ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. This has been the theme, hasn't it? I mean, if you look at some of our past victories, it's not like we've played scintillating football to get those victories. We've got them, and I guess that's what it matters. Against Fulham, it was against all odds, to be honest. Like, Fulham weren't even troubled, and somehow we ended up getting the victory in the second half, where I actually thought the first half was a lot better. And then now this one, we get a victory as well, 1-0. And James is saying that a lot of it was because of Robert Sanchez. And I've seen a lot of people say that as well. I've watched Eunice's video. I've watched Matisse's video as well, and a few other videos. And they've been saying how Sanchez has actually kept us in the game. So interesting how people are feeling that way. Shivendra, big up to you, my man. Big up, Miz. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, my man. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing well. Hopefully you guys are all doing well as well. Andrew, big up, Miz. We played well. Well, there you go. That's a different alternative view now. Andrew is saying that we have played well. So interesting. Maybe we just didn't put away our chances, which seems to be the normal case. Big up, Miz. Hope you had a sumptuous time with the family. Absolutely, man. I had a really good time. Danielson, big up, my man. Shubra, big up to you as well. Sure. Did you watch the Classico? No, I didn't. I was still actually, when the Classico was on, I was waking up and then we were getting ready to come back home. So no, I didn't watch it, but I did see that it was a chaos. There you go, match of the season. Fairboy, big up to you, my man. Big up. How are you, Miz? I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Luke, not that bothered about the match itself. We need the result. I've seen a lot of boring 1-0s back in the day, so happy to scrap a 1-0 when we need to. Well, there you go. Look, right now, it is about results. Like, everything in regards to performance, that should have happened way before. Right now, you can't be too pressed about performance. Right now, there's a task, and the task is to make it into Champions League positions. we could care less about the way the performance is, because 3 points is what matters right now. Shivendra, Sanchez, Lavia, and Caicedo played well. Yeah, most of the videos that I've seen, they've all said that these are the three, especially Lavia. So it shows how important Lavia would have been for us this season, hadn't it been, with that, hadn't been, due to his injuries that, that's screwed us up this season. If he just wasn't injured, who knows? Maybe we would have looked a little bit different. No way Villa and Forest finishing ahead of Chelsea. I'm sure Chelsea will play UCL, Danielson saying. Let's talk about this. Danielson is sure we are going to play Champions League football. Look, I think majority of us felt Brentford, Ipswich, Fulham, and Everton, they're your winnable fixtures. Those are the winnable fixtures. Whether we win them, all of them or not, that was up for discussion. And we've already seen that we didn't beat Brentford, we didn't beat Ipswich, but then we beat Fulham and we beat Everton. 2 games where I probably thought maybe we might slip up. So we slipped up in the 2 games where I thought we would win, and we won on the 2 games where I thought we would slip up. So I think everything kind of balanced itself out. But it's this upcoming 4 fixtures: Liverpool, Newcastle, Man United, and Nottingham Forest. This upcoming 4 fixtures, vital. Now, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, if Liverpool win this weekend, do they win the Premier League? Can someone let me know? If Liverpool win this weekend, I might have a look right now. Premier League table. Let's have a quick gaze. So Liverpool, obviously, they've got the match today. And if they win, they go to 82 points, which means they'll be 15 points clear. Yes. So they do win it. Yeah, they will. Okay. Yeah, there you go. A lot of you guys are saying that. Yeah. They only need 1 point today. There you go. So Liverpool are playing Spurs. I can't see how Spurs even get a point. So Liverpool, I'm expecting Liverpool to win the Premier League title tonight. So Liverpool wins the title. We have them next weekend. I'm hoping and I'm praying they don't show up. You've won the title. What is there for you to do anymore? You should be celebrating. You should be relaxing. Your head should be away from football. You should be thinking about holidays. You should be thinking about where you want to go, your holiday destinations with your family, with your girlfriend or whoever. We could potentially beat them. I feel like they really won't have anything to play for. Mustafa saying they won 94 points, Miz. I mean, is that important? Getting 94 points? Why is that important? Why is getting 94 points important? I don't know. I don't see why that would be so important. Shubra, big up to you, my man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Next 4 ops won't sit back, so it's better for us. Yes, they won't sit back. I feel like Liverpool, their headspace won't be there. I mean, look, they still would want to be competitive. Obviously, they don't want to throw the match. They want to be competitive, but I just can't see them trying that hard. If anything, we should be trying our hearts off. We should be all over them like a rash. Like, we should play like something is on the line for us. If I see that they are playing far superior to us, I'd be a little bit bamboozled, if I'm being absolutely honest. So, look, I have a feeling maybe we can beat them. And if we can pick up a victory against Liverpool, that'll go a long way. Because Liverpool, Newcastle, Man United, and Nottingham Forest, we need to pick up, I'd say we need to pick up at least 2 wins. And look, at best, 3 wins would be brilliant. But I think 2 wins, 2 draws. Do you reckon 2 wins and 2 draws does it? Out of the next 4 fixtures, do you think 2 wins, 2 draws will do the trick? Let me know. Let me know. Scotty, thank you so much for the super chat. My man, my brother Miz, your live shows at 2 a.m. in San Diego is getting me and my pillows. All kidding, bro. Thank you for your dedication, UCL, next year. Appreciate that, my man. Appreciate that a lot. Ashraf is saying 9 points. 9 points out of the next 4 matches. Well, yeah, 2 wins and a draw is 9 points. 2 wins, 2 draws, 10 points. Yeah, I think if we can get because the idea is to ensure we come at least 5th. Because look, I think 3rd is going to Manchester City. I don't think there's any stopping Manchester City now. I don't know what's going to happen in the FA Cup, which will be interesting. But in the Premier League, I just can't see them being stopped. Newcastle, I don't think they can be stopped. Newcastle are on fire, absolute fire. So it's that 5th spot that is in contention with Nottingham Forest, us, and Villa. And I think we can get that 5th spot. We're gonna have to. We need to. 2 wins, a draw is set. Oh yeah, what am I talking about, man? I can't even do maths. 2 wins is 6 points. Oh man, I'm getting ahead of myself. 2 wins and 2 draws is 8 points. That's on 9. That's on 9. See what the holiday's done to me? The holiday's made me stupid. T1, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Beating LFCs to signing only to give them guard of honor it's rough. Look, it is what it is. We're gonna have to give them a guard of honor. So what? Look, at the end of the day, let's beat them. I think that'd be fantastic. Ashraf, Newcastle have Brighton, Chelsea, Arsenal, Everton. Tough fixtures. Yes. But I feel Newcastle can beat Brighton, definitely. They're at home against us, which is very tough for us. I think they can beat Everton. Arsenal, I don't know, man. The thing about Newcastle is they've got an unbelievable striker. They've got Isak. Like, anything is possible when you have a gunman like Isak. Do you know what I mean? Like, we are hanging by the thread. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not playing scintillating football. We're not blowing teams away. And it's not like a lot of our players are on form. Newcastle, they have goals from Isak. They can get goals from Gordon. By the way, is Gordon injured or something? Let me know. I haven't seen him score lately. It's not like I've not really watched Newcastle lately anyway, so I'm not really sure. Maybe he is fit. You know, they can score from Murphy. Sandro Tonali has been scoring as well. Guimaraes, Dan Burn from defense. Like, they've got goals from many different areas. We, at the moment, I'm not really sure. Nottingham is going to bottle it. Who's Nottingham Forest fixtures? Can someone let me know? Harvey Barnes is another one. Harvey Barnes he's looking good lately. Nottingham Forest. Can someone let me know Nottingham Forest, their fixtures? Because I feel like the matchup is going to be against Nottingham Forest. It's us against Nottingham Forest for that 5th spot. Villa are there as well. So maybe we should look at Villa's fixtures too. Ashraf, Forest versus City today could hurt them if they get out of the cup. Yes. I think they'll throw everything. They'll throw the kitchen sink for today's game against Manchester City. Crystal Palace in the final. Nottingham Forest will do their level best to get to the final. There's a European spot up for grabs for the FA Cup winner. It's a huge incentive for the FA Cup winner. Look, Brentford, Palace, Leicester, West Ham, Chelsea. That's Nottingham Forest. And do you know what? They can beat Brentford. They can... Look, it can go either way against Palace. They definitely can beat Leicester. They definitely can beat West Ham. That match against us, that final match, it might be that match, It might be all down to that match. That final day is going to be epic. I feel it might just come down to that match. The winner takes it all. I don't think draw is going to be good enough on that day. I think draw might be beneficial for Nottingham Forest. Looking at their fixtures, they could pick up a few victories here. I think they can pick up a victory against Brentford. I think they can pick up a victory against Leicester and West Ham. Maybe they might drop points against Palace. Who knows? Look, they may even drop points against Brentford, but then we probably will drop points as well. Unless we can go flawless. I don't know. Unless we can go 4 out of 4 victory, I'm not really sure. Man United is winnable. The coach is focusing on Europa. I absolutely agree with that. Man United is definitely winnable. I even think next weekend against Liverpool, we could potentially do something. It's the Newcastle and Nottingham Forest fixtures that worry me a lot. It's those ones. Oh yeah, Hudson-Odoi. Can you imagine? Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Can you imagine if Hudson-Odoi puts the dagger on us on the last day to get Nottingham Forest to qualify ahead of us? Or it could even be the other way around if he scores an own goal. That'd be mad. Villa got Fulham, Bournemouth, Tottenham, and Man United. Do you know what? I know Villa lost against Crystal Palace in the FA Cup semi-final, big game, and they got thrashed. To be honest, they got thrashed 3-0. I think 2 late goals, but Villa are a good team though. I can seriously see them now that they've got nothing else to play for besides Champions League, qualification. They're out from Champions League, they're out from the FA Cup, and they want to make sure that they make it into Champions League next season. I think they're going to put everything on the line, and they've got the depth. They've done the business in January to ensure that they finish well. I think Fulham, Bournemouth, Tottenham, and Man United are games that they can potentially win. Look, Tottenham and Man United, I think Villa can definitely beat them. Tottenham and Man United, they'll be focusing on Europa, and by then they could potentially face each other, Tottenham and Man United, in the Europa League final. So Villa could potentially win against Tottenham and Man United, and I can see them beating Fulham and Bournemouth as well. So that Villa's run seems to be quite good as well. Villa's run seems to be quite good. So maybe Villa's not out of it either. Last day will be WrestleMania. Absolutely, man. I have a strong feeling that Forest will go through in through the finals. When is that game tonight, man? That's actually going to be... It's actually going to be a great game. FA Cup semi-final against Manchester City. I hope Nottingham Forest make it through. I really do. It'll be nice. Nottingham Forest versus Palace in the final. And maybe, Nottingham Forest can focus on that and let the Premier League matches go. And if they win the final in the FA Cup, they get Europa League anyway, and they should be happy with that. I'm sure they'll be chasing Champions League football, of course. That's 1:30 a.m. for me. Nah, man, I don't think I'm going to be up at 1:30 a.m. watching that game. But yeah, 4:30. Yeah. Yep. Ms. United's not reaching the final. I hope not, man. I really hope not. I hope Athletic Bilbao hopefully make it through. Those games are this week, aren't they? Oh yeah, Champions League and Europa League are back this week. Yep. Nice. I can't wait. Arsenal, PSG, Barcelona, Inter. Oh man, Chelsea versus Djurgården is at the same time as Athletic Club versus Manchester United. I wish they were at different times, man. Maybe it might have to be a double watch along. Again, it might have to be a double watch along, man. I can't have Man United go through. I really cannot. Bryson, big up to you, my man. Please don't forget, if Tottenham or Man United win the Europa League, what? No, that's not right. That's not right. Someone please tell me that's not right, because Europa League champion has its own spot. So that's not right. I'm very yeah. That's false. There you go, Duke. That's false. No, it's not right. Yeah, because Europa League champion has its own spot, and then there's 5 spots. So yeah, no, 5 spots going no matter who wins. Exactly. 5th spot is guaranteed UCL spot now. There you go. Yeah, because Europa League champion has its own spot. So it doesn't matter if whoever wins from there. That doesn't bother me. As long as we can come 5th. I think the 5th spot is where the fight is at. 3rd and 4th, I think they've been taken. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know. Do you think we can do it? Let's put up a poll. Do you think we can come 5th? Do you think Chelsea can get all right, let's see. It'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting. Yeah, if Palmer starts scoring. Yeah, man. Big 4 games coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We need Cole Palmer, man. We need him. We badly need him to wake up. I don't know what's gone on with this brother. This brother has gone to bed. Cole Palmer is so needed, man. So needed. Shivendra, big up, my man. 236 watching, 45 likes. Please, guys, come on. Pump the likes. Let's get the likes up to 200. Take a moment right now. Let's get the likes up to 200. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. CFC, have a big up to you, my man. Our fixtures give us the best opportunity to qualify for Champions League. Our fixtures give us the best. Do you know what? I kind of think so now. At first, looking prior, it looked like it was going to be difficult. But now it seems like Liverpool, they don't have anything to play. Look, we're all going to be cheering for Liverpool. When's that game? We're all cheering for Liverpool. When is that game? Oh, that's tomorrow. No, sorry, that's today, 1:30. What? That's at the same time as the FA Cup. I'm not watching that either. But we're definitely cheering on Liverpool. We're cheering on Liverpool. Liverpool win. Liverpool win the Premier League today. Please, win it today. And then next weekend, just do a no-show. Please do a no-show, Liverpool. Please do a no-show. If we can pick up a victory there against Liverpool, that will give me a lot of heart. A win against Liverpool, and we haven't beaten a top club this season, man. Enzo Maresca, every time we've come up against a top opposition, like whether it's Arsenal, Manchester City, well, City's done the double on us in their worst season. Arsenal, we haven't beaten in them either. We haven't beaten Newcastle. Oh, no, we did beat Newcastle. Yeah, we did beat Newcastle. Yeah. Yeah, we beat Newcastle. We haven't beat Man United this season. It was a draw. Under Rude, yeah. Didn't beat United under Rude. Yeah, the three notable: Arsenal, Liverpool, City, we've not beaten, and obviously United as well. So it'd be good to get that victory against Liverpool. It really would be. Need that victory against Liverpool. And then it puts us on a showdown. Beat Villa 3-0 at home. Yeah, that was good. But then Villa beat us as well. If we can get that victory against Liverpool, that'll put us in a very beautiful position against Newcastle. A bit of momentum as well. Win against Fulham, win against Everton, and then if we can beat Liverpool, yeah. James, Liverpool won't take it easy on us. Slot won't allow it, and our history won't allow it. Liverpool 4-0 win. Wow, 4-0 win. Newcastle will also beat us 3-1. Forest will beat us 2-1. Will not get top 5. I don't know, man. 4-0? Wow. I'd be keen to see what kind of team they put out next weekend. I really would be. Obviously, today, I think Liverpool will throw the kitchen sink. Today, Liverpool will throw everything. And look, a draw gets them a draw will earn them the Premier League title. So, Liverpool, I can't see how they lose. Tottenham, they are so poor. They are so pathetic. Tottenham will be thinking about this week, the Europa League. I just can't see how Tottenham gets anything from this game against Liverpool. So hoping Liverpool next weekend can chill a little bit. T1, thank you so much for the super chat. I don't think our fixtures are favorable, but I think they will be an indicator of what to expect next season and the capabilities of these players. Of course. I think this is the moneymaker. Ashraf, Lavia is the key to our remaining fixtures. Do you know what? I would not even bother Lavia against Djurgården. Don't even bother Lavia. Lavia had a good game. This is what I've heard. I've obviously not watched the game against Everton, but I heard Lavia had a very good game. I need Lavia fit and ready to go against Liverpool. I need that. Against Djurgården, Lavia, don't even travel. I don't know where it is. Is it at Stamford Bridge? I think first leg is at Stamford Bridge. I wouldn't even bother Lavia against Djurgården. Have him fully fit for the Liverpool game, and then play whoever else that needs to play. Big up Valan, big up to you, my man. Our destiny is in our own hands. That's the thing. Is it though? Is it in our own hands? Because if Nottingham Forest win, they go ahead of us. If Nottingham Forest win, they go ahead of us. So I don't think it is in all. It isn't all in our own hands. As long as Newcastle, City, Forest win. We need some of those teams to drop points for us to say it's in our hands. Even if we win all our fixtures, if we win all our fixtures, that means Nottingham Forest loses, right? So then we're through. So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you are right, Shubra. It is in our hands. It is in your hands. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yep. Newcastle and Forest are clear 3-point swings. Yep. Yep. I agree. Yeah, well, it is in our hands. Yeah, it is. It is in our hands. I just realized we are playing Nottingham Forest and obviously Newcastle, who are direct rivals for the Champions League position. So it is in our hands. We win our matches, we are into the Champions League. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. G-Force Miz, I can see our last match against Forest being the battle for fifth. Me too. Me too. I agree. I can see the last game being the match. Yeah, as Ashraf said, the last game is WrestleMania. It's our WrestleMania. That last match could be the decider for that fifth and final spot for the, Champions League position. Are we going to judge Maresca on his last 6 games again? Look, put it this way. I know all of these, everyone wants to talk about Maresca and Poch being judged in the last 6 games. Look, bottom line is I don't think Maresca is going anywhere. Even when we were, I know the last couple of games we've won, but it's not been clinical. It's not been enthralling, right? And even through our bad phase, the bad phase that we've gone through from December till April, mid, there was never any indication that Maresca was going to get sacked. And even if he does get sacked, we are not getting anyone serious. So look, whether you want to judge Maresca, whether you don't want to judge Maresca, it's irrelevant. He's staying. He's staying because he's in the fight for the Champions League position. We may not get it, but our board and our owners will look at that and say, do you know what? He's given it a good go. He's given it a very good go. And then the board will also say, we're not getting anyone elite. We just won't do it. So if they're not going to do, if the owners are not going to get anyone elite, then what's the point? What's the point of sacking Maresca then? We're just going to get, who are we going to get? We're going to get the guy from Ipswich, McKenna. We're going to get the next up-and-coming manager. Come on, man. Allow it, man. Chelsea's going on a winning streak, beating Everton, Liverpool, Manchester United, Newcastle, and Nottingham Forest. Mark my words. Imagine that. If we win all of them, that's it. We're through. We're through. I have a feeling these owners will hire Southgate to replace Maresca. See, even that doesn't fill me up with joy. I don't get excited about that. That would be another rubbish situation for us. Mr. Mlungizi, the only thing that can get him sacked is if he continues to ask. Yes, we need to talk about this a little bit. Enzo Maresca, ladies and gentlemen, he's going against the grain a little bit, and I don't get why he's doing this, because when managers start doing this under this new regime that we have, the owners that we have, it's a clear-cut sack. Imagine working for an organization. And they have a set policy and a set rules and regulations, and you've accepted the job based on those rules and regulations and that policy, and then you start talking against that company. Yeah, I'm not really sure if that's going to go down well on you, Mr. Maresca. You keep talking the way you're talking, you're going to get yourself sacked, because that's what happened to the last one as well, by the way. Now, is Maresca saying the right thing? Of course he is. Of course he is. He's saying everything that the fans want to hear. We need experienced players. We need experience in this group. But you're talking against the owners. You are talking against the owners that will get you sacked. In life, no limits. Big up, my man. We need to remember Liverpool and Chelsea in recent years have bad blood between them. Remember, we took Caicedo and Lavia and maybe Hussein. Dean Huijsen. But from now on, he's Dean Hussein now, so they won't want to do us any favor, in my opinion. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Do you know what the worst case scenario going to be? The worst case scenario is going to be if Tottenham actually beats them. If Tottenham actually beats Liverpool today, that's the worst case scenario for us, because you best believe Liverpool going to come and try and do business against us. We need Tottenham to open up your legs and let me put the thug in you. Let me put the thug in you, thug in you, thug in me. Do you know what I mean? 2-pack style. Tottenham, know your role and shut your mouth. Tottenham, I want you to be slapped. You need to be absolutely slapped. That's what I need. That's what I need from Tottenham. Anything else is unacceptable. Means let's not forget that there's the Club World Cup next season. No way they sack Maresca. They just won't. They won't. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. Shivendra, Maresca, many of our players were born in 2006, 2007, 2008. You see that. I see that. Yeah, of course I see that. Yeah, he better not talk like this for too long. He'll be gone. He'll be gone. Because, yeah, you can't. An organization has set out the rules and regulation and you're talking against it. You're going to get yourself in trouble. Spurs won't do nothing. They've lost to the likes of Leicester. Yeah, man. Tottenham, open up the leggies. I guess if they lose against Spurs, they'll need to win against because of remaining games. Yeah, look, that would be the worst case scenario. That would be the worst. Somehow, if Spurs do a madness, do you know what? I'm actually thinking, should we actually watch this game? But how am I going to watch this game at 1:30 a.m., man? I got to work. I'm going to be so tired. Nah, I don't think it's going to happen. As much as I want to, it's just not going to happen. It's an important game. Look, Liverpool should win. Liverpool should win. I'd be surprised if Tottenham does anything. Ms. Willie Caballero, next manager. Oh my God, that might be it. You know, that might be it. That might be it. That might be it. If the board did do a U-turn and decide for experience, who would you go for, Ms? Ooh, good question. You guys are all gonna hate it. But you know what? You didn't hate it last time. Last time I did the poll, you didn't hate it. You know, the first experienced player I'd get, he's on a free. He's on a free. I'd get KDB. The guy is on a free. Bring him to Chelsea Football Club. You know, considering he takes a bit of a pay cut because he's at the end of his career. But see, why would KDB do that? Why would KDB take a pay cut when he could potentially go to Saudi for a lot more money, where he could potentially go to MLS for a lot more money? Why is he going to take a pay cut? Me personally, I'd get KDB. It's never going to happen because our football club doesn't operate that way. And I can't see how he takes a pay cut to come to Chelsea Football Club. To do what? To do what? He doesn't have any affiliation with us. Yeah, he used to play for us ages ago, but yeah, he didn't have the best of time here. I saw someone say Mateta. I would definitely get Mateta. I would definitely get Mateta. 100% I'd get Mateta. Mateta would be mad. Mateta is one of the best strikers in the Premier League. And this isn't me saying this season. I was saying it last season when he was killing it last season. Mateta would be brilliant, but I think, Mateta's turning... What's Mateta's age? But yeah, I mean, that 27. And he's turning 28 this June. So our club will not do that. But yes, that would be another experienced player that I'd get. Mateta, KDB, Um, who else would I get? Who else would I get? Striker, Mateta. In midfield, just a little bit more, experience. Someone like KDB, that'd be nice. I can't think of too many other ones from the Premier League. I prefer Premier League, but yeah, Bastoni would be amazing. These guys will not come, man. And they're going to demand a lot more money. It just won't happen. Oh, Murillo, that's a good shout. Murillo is a mad shout. I'd get Murillo. How old is he? He's 22. Oh man. This would be the one I'd get. Murillo, 22. Premier League experience. But if Nottingham Forest make Champions League football, he ain't coming. Then he won't be coming. Murillo's a very good shout, I'd actually prefer him more than Dean Hussein. I'd prefer him before Hussein. Hussein, for me, I don't think so. Murillo. Look, don't get me wrong. Hussein is a good defender. He's a good defender. But Murillo would be the one for me. Yeah, a bit more experience in the Premier League. Adrian, big up, my man. Hey, Miz, haven't been in a while. Been busy. How have you been? Been very good, my man. Hopefully you've been good as well. Appreciate that. Why has everyone forgotten the fact that this season we're actually winning a trophy? Yeah, look, we're going to have to win the Conference League. There's no compromise about that. And that'll ensure us Europa League at least. But look, man, Fiorentina or Real Betis ain't going to be easy. And I don't even know this Jugarden. Are these guys any good, Jugarden? I don't know, man. I don't know. Who is Hussein? Is Dean Huysen. I just used to pronounce him as Hussein. Look, I thought that J was silent. Hussein. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, imagine that J is silent. Hussein. Yeah, I made a mistake. Miz, your thoughts on linked with Gittins? I'd give George more time. 100%, man. I don't know what we're doing with these Gittins, man. Look, another one who's got good prospect, good potential, but we got George. You might as well just, put your money on George. Do you know what I mean? Djurgården are 12th. 12th in the Swedish league. Yeah, just give us the final spot already, man. We should be in the finals, honestly. And then Real Betis or Fiorentina is going to be very difficult. Very, very difficult. But I back ourselves to win. I back ourselves to beat Real Betis or Fiorentina. So, yeah, there'll be a trophy and they'll ensure us to the Europa League at least. So hopefully there's something there then. Do you know what I mean? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap things up. Thank you so much, each and every one of you guys that has tuned in. Smash up the like button. As soon as you've entered and you've started watching this again on, playback, smash up the like button. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's get to more than 200 likes. We've got nearly 300 people. Let's get to 200 likes. That'd be much appreciated. Let's see if I do any other watch-alongs or anything today. I'm not really sure. I know Man United and Bournemouth, that's the early game, but does that really matter? Probably doesn't. I mean, we could just watch it for shits and giggles, for banter, but I can't be bothered, to be honest. I might just go to bed. Besides that, every other game is while I'm sleeping. So we might wake up and might do a live again and do a recap of what has taken place. So yeah, we'll take it from there. So yeah, smash up the like button and do look out for another piece of content, 2 pieces of content, hopefully every single day. That is my promise to you guys. Later on, we'll wrap up the entire day's news. So do look out for that. Until then, everyone, take care. See ya. Goodbye.